Hi everybody. I just got off of a Facebook Live a few moments ago with with doing one on the News Channel 6 page. I meant to click on ours too, well mine too, but I forgot to do it. Instead, I was on Jaden's instead. If you missed it, I'm going to have a little update here on my page too, because I know we got people that follow me here that don't follow me over there. I wanted to jump on here and do a quick little update for not only for football games this evening, but also for the Labor Day weekend coming up. Tomorrow we got some college football action. We don't have a lot of games, local games, because Midwestern played last night. OU plays tonight. I think TCU is on the road. And most people in our area, if you're going to go to Texas to go to the UT game, you've already gone. Likewise, A&M's a big game tomorrow night. So maybe you're going down to College Station for that. Could be some storms down there. If you are going to Texas Tech tomorrow, I think the weather will be okay for that, I think. I haven't looked super close at it, but I think it'll be all right. But let's kind of talk about the weather this evening here and talk about what may transpire just in case you wind up, you are going out to high school football games here this evening. So let's see what's going on here weather-wise. Once again, thank you for joining me here. And the time right now is 4:18. So we've been watching this one band of storms. It's been pretty persistent this afternoon. It's kind of in an area from about parts of Jefferson County through Clay County down into Archer and Throckmorton County. So the storms have been pretty persistent along this. But what I'm watching now is, let me see if I can put on a little bit of this. You're going to see some other stuff on this too, but a lot of what you see here, this is not precipitation falling out of the sky. So just kind of ignore this up here. So Weatherman Cam is back, y'all. So we'll have him talking on here in a minute. But oh, cool. So he just got through doing Pet of the Week. But if you look here on the weather on the radar, it looks to me like some of these storms are trying to build back to the west some. So, if you want to know if there's going to be a storm around for football action this evening, it's hard to say. Just because you're seeing storms now doesn't mean you'll see storms at football time. In fact, the chances are pretty good if you're getting hit now by 7 o'clock, they'll be gone. But I do think that we might see some at least hit and miss storms try to develop a little bit further west over the next couple of hours back into this area here. I mean, I don't know that it'll be super heavy, and I don't know that everybody will get one, but we could see at least some hit and miss activity, because you can kind of see out of this some little showers and thunder showers trying to develop west of all the main action, which has been over here. So at least over the next 1 to 2 hours, there could be some isolated storms. Wichita Falls, we'll have to kind of wait and see how it all develops. Could get more active into the evening. If that does happen, then there could be some action around for high school football games. But look at the storms. There's some storms that have developed westward on either side of Archer City at this time. You can almost, if you look real closely, you can almost see an outflow boundary right in there. And that interacting with the hot air we have in place could help trigger some storms. And even if it doesn't, it could also help cool us down a little bit. So that would be certainly some good news. We go down to the south. There's storms in the Alny area, heavy rainfall down towards the Alny Prophet area west of Graham. There are some storms east of Graham. I don't know that Graham will get much, but isolated activity possible there. But the heaviest activity is from near Throckmorton down to the south of Haskell. That's probably producing some flooding rain with that activity there. That'll eventually rain itself out. But again, the big question is, will we see storms develop back to the west here? And you can see some storms isolated trying to pop up westward there now. So isolated storms are possible this evening for high school football games. My best advice to you is, if you're going to be going to games, just take along your rain gear, which in most cases will be your ponchos. I don't know that most stadiums will let you take umbrellas into the stadium, so I think you have to take ponchos. So to take your poncho, remember they'll play as long as it's not thundering and lightning. But at least right now, it is thundering and lightning. So this is the future tracker now. It's not doing a super good job with location. It's not too far off. But what we're looking for would be some trends, and it does show at least a little bit of a trend into the early evening with some of that activity trying to develop west. And from there, tomorrow could be some hit and miss stuff over us. You know what I mean by hit and miss? Not everybody gets storms tomorrow, but if you do get one, you could get some downpours. And then again, for Sunday, which is the opening day of dove season in North Texas, could be some hit and miss storms around in the afternoon. But I don't expect a tremendous lot of activity. We do see at least off and on rain chances from now into most days next week. And this would include Labor Day. I don't think it'll be a washout, and there could be some showers around Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. We continue to pull temperatures back, but do want to warn you. Cameron, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to get the shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all we see is your rear end right now. So anyway, if you any drop in temperatures is being offset by higher humidity, and that's kind of what we see. But there is indications that maybe next week, we're talking about late in the week, a stronger fall cool front could come into play and could really give us some nice weather by next weekend. Of course, I'm going to Italy. Sit down over here. I got to babysit Cameron here. Sit down.
Am I in trouble?
Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble.
Am I getting grounded?
You're grounded, man. So me and Cameron are about to go to Nobility. You like Nobility, Cameron?
Nobility?
Nobility.
You said nobility.
Nobility. Do you
Yeah,
like Nobility?
I like nobility.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You're excited for free drinks.
I'll never say anything. No, I'll never say no to free.
Well, when we're talking about drinks, it's not alcohol, people. This is not adult beverage. These are teas. These are like energy teas, regular teas, coffees, and
You know I do like some energy.
yeah. Cameron likes that. Cameron, tell everybody what your favorite drink is.
I love C4.
Why do you love C4 so much?
Well, it gets you going.
Yeah, it's kind of like I can't drink energy drinks like I used to. Like when you first started working here, I had an energy drink every day.
Yeah, you did.
But boy, those
Wait,
things.
Let me preface this. I'm not just drinking them in like casually. I'm drinking them right before I go to the gym. I do that because it has some supplements in there that I do use, or not use, but like some supplements in there that do help with me with not my goals. I mean, my goals. That sounds stupid, but like it's one of the main things. There's got something called L-carnitine in there, which is a fat burner, which is what I like, and gives you a little bit of an extra boost. So usually, the first thing I do when I wake up is go to the gym. I'm not fully awake, so I like to be a little bit more alert once the blood starts going and all that. It feels good.
So, but I'm afraid though, Cameron. I mean, now don't get me wrong. You look great. You've lost a bunch of weight. You've gained. How much weight have you lost?
I'm flirting with 50 pounds.
That's awesome, man. Here, hold on. I'm proud of you, Cameron, for that.
Thanks.
I mean, not that I thought that you were like overweight when you.
No, it's pretty big.
But
I looked like an Airhead commercial.
But you look really good now.
Yeah.
So
the buttons on my sport coats, they don't scream anymore.
I had a dream last night because before I went to bed, I ate some fruit with cream cheese. I made a cheese spread to go with my strawberries.
I was thinking sour cream for a second.
So no, it's cream cheese with like confection sugar and little vanilla flavoring in there, and it was really good with fruit. So I had a dream last night that I could no longer fit in my suits. So I mean, I may have to pull some Cameron, stuff if that happens. So, but I am worried about you though, man. Those C4s, man, they get your heart rate. I mean, are you ever worried about having a heart attack?
No.
But doesn't
I mean, yes, it does raise your heart rate, but the idea behind it is when you're going for the fat burning, you want your heart rate, and what I'm able to do is it helps. Basically, I don't say kickstart my heart, but it helps me get to my targeted heart rate because I track with my watch. I track my heart rates. You're targeting about like 120 to 140, and once I get in the gym, I can find a level to lock into there, so it's a constant heart rate while I'm in the gym rather than spiking up and down.
Right. Well, that's actually really good. So, but yeah, Cameron's a big fan of those energy. A lot of times before he goes on the storm chase trip, you'll have a little bit of a.
Yeah, and that does honestly, like, it sounds ridiculous, but it does kind of help me focus a bit more because it's high stress out there. It's not, I'm not necessarily stressed, but there's just a lot of moving parts to what I'm doing out there in the field.
Right. Oh yeah, I know. I definitely know it. But I know sometimes I've seen you out there before, and you're so excited. I guess it's just the adrenaline flow.
It's a mix of adrenaline and all that, and then the one thing with storm chase too is that while you're out there, it's nothing but adrenaline, and eventually when it's done, you're probably a couple, maybe 2 hours away from where home, and on that drive home, your adrenaline crashes when it crashes.
Oh, yeah.
It crashes hard, so you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, it's always like when we have a big severe weather event, leading up to it, your adrenaline gets to flowing. But then after it's over, you go home and you're like, you crash. You're crashed, and then it's like the next day there's a hangover, though.
Well, that's like, what I tell people when they ask me about storm chasing advice, I always tell them the most important part of storm chasing, and I don't say the most dangerous, but is the trip home. Because, again, you're tired. You've been out there probably for 8 hours or so. Usually when I'm out there for at least 8 hours or so. And, you're coming home, you're coming off your adrenaline, and you're tired. You mix both those. It can be, I'm not saying dangerous. You know, I know what I'm doing. I've done this for so long now, but you know, it's just if you don't expect that, it's gonna be it can be overwhelming to you.
You got any big weekend plans, Labor Day plans?
Working in football.
That's right. Yeah, me too.
I'm so excited. Like I'm so excited. Ken, just wake up and be able to just put TV on. It's just football.
Game day.
Just football.
You know, this weekend, you know, and we got to go here in a minute, but this weekend I'm looking forward to Notre Dame and A&M tomorrow night.
Yep.
I don't think OU and what they're playing Temple.
Yeah, they're playing,
That's not a good game.
It's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. But I like A&M and Notre Dame tomorrow night, LSU and USC on Sunday. That's the only two games I'm really interested in this weekend.
That's it.
Well, Georgia and Clemson.
Yeah. Is
So.
it Georgia? Clemson's playing another ranked team, but I don't know if it was Georgia.
I thought they were playing Georgia.
It might be Georgia. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Because these are all non-conference games. Right?
Yeah, there's no conference games this weekend. So a lot of teams play like your cupcakes, and they call them money games or warm-up games. The little schools
Let
like
it settle in.
like tomorrow, Abilene Christian, who's a FCS school. They're Division I. We've actually got several Rider Raiders that play down there. Luke Gans, he plays there. Jed Castle. What's the kid's name that played for Rider? He's one of my son's really good friends. He plays. He plays down there too. Now, Jaden. Jaden, where are you going?
It's almost 4:30. We gotta get going, man.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. All right. Well, we do got to go. So we got to go to Nobility. So make sure to catch us then. And yeah, Cam is looking fit. You're right. So, but anyway, I'm going to go and we're going for that. We're going for our live shot, and I'll be back on here later on this evening. But make sure you watch us on News Channel 6 at 5 and 6 for Nobility, and I'll also be live not only on my page but also the station page too. Probably between 5:30 and 6. We'll see y'all a little bit later on. Yeah. Hey, y'all have a great weekend. If I don't see you, I'll talk to you again.